All right, yo, what's going on, my friends? What's going on, baby? What's up? It's your boy. Y'all already know. Welcome back to Let's Play Bloodborne. All right, I really hate that. I hate the Hunter's Rally, but I use it because it's a meme. And you know, I even though I hate stuff like that, I like memes even more. Also, I wanted to point something out here. I've always thought this moon, I don't know how to explain this. I don't know if this is a little Easter egg or what, but it's like a blood moon that you can see from the appearance of the reflection here. However, as you can take a look around, there is no opening to show any moon of any kind whatsoever. Plus, the moon would be like out there, so it's almost as though it reflects the light that's here, although there's nothing that's covering it. So I always thought that was a very interesting little detail in this game. There's a couple of these I can point out in the game, but I ain't gonna bother with it for right now. I'll point out when the time comes. Alright, these rats kind of suck major dick. They're very easy to beat. They have only, I think, 3 attacks. One is a jumping attack. One's like I wait around for a little bit and then hit you, and one that has like a, I call it the Mayweather effect in this game, because there's the jump attack. The Mayweather effect is when like things have, like monsters, I guess, not people, not things, monsters. When the enemies, there you go, when enemies have a attack pattern that just, they go ham, like they just go crazy on you. Fuck, I really wanted to show one of them off, because they have, the Mayweather effect is real. So it's like the enemies go into a boxing stance and they just throw a flurry of punches and jabs and slaps at you. You know, it's the Mayweather effect. You know what I'm saying? When you see it, you'll shit bricks. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of those things. Trust me, man. The Mayweather effect is real. Mad monsters in this game have it. Also, you're gonna experience a little bit of lag or slowdown every now and again in the game, especially online. It happens a lot more often than one would think. I don't think I missed anything, did I? Well, if I did, whatever, who cares? I got the main thing that I came here for, which is the Hunter's gear. So, if you noticed in the shop earlier, we could have, wow, the up button stopped working there for a minute. We could have bought something called the Yarnum set, Yarnum Hunter set in the shop. We're going to buy that at some point. We want to own like almost every kind of piece of equipment or armor in this game, or weapon, etc. But yeah, we're gonna get them all later. We're not gonna bother with them right now, because I'm gonna show you guys a really cool method of farming in the game, which is really cool. And yeah, there's only one thing that I want to do before I move on with the game, and that's I want to grab this here, and I can do one of two things. I can show off the sewers or the aqueducts, the second portion of it, or I can just go ahead and fight the boss, which I feel like I'm gonna do. First, I'm gonna take on these guys right here. Alright. That was not good at all. There we go. Alright. Freaks of freaking nature. I can't see where I'm at, dude. Oh my goodness. Just get him out of here. Can't see anything, bro. It's like sometimes the camera work is a little wonky in this game. What? How are you not dead? Living on pixel? How far are we? Damn bastard. Alright, here we go. So there's the reason I wanted to show off the aqueducts, because there's a shortcut right here that we can unlock. So the way these function is that they lead to the next area, but we can't unlock them because we haven't gotten them from the other side. I don't know how it works. It makes no sense to me. But you know what? Whatever. We're gonna run with it. We're gonna rock it. It's just a video game thing. It's a video game thing. You know what I'm saying? You just kind of have to accept it for what it is. Did I come this way? There's nothing here, right? All right. So we're gonna continue going forward, guys. Hopefully, you guys received the last episode pretty well. I'm very excited for this game. You know what I mean? Like very excited to play this game. I have been on a kind of a Bloodborne streak for a while now. Not even just Bloodborne itself, but just Soulsborne in general, like in Dark Souls. Like the reason I'm playing Bloodborne is because I'm very excited for the Dark Souls remaster, and I just cannot wait, bro. So, whoa. So here we can aim at two parts of this guy, like his head. We can aim at his head or his body. So this is the Cleric Beast, the first boss of the game. And this guy's really awesome. So let's back up a bit because I don't even know where I'm at. So this guy, yeah, if you hit him in his face, you can like kind of do one of these visceral attacks on the boss. You're like, whoa, you can hit the boss with visceral? Yeah, it's tight, man. Oh, I did not think he was gonna hit me with that. Sometimes you gotta be very careful with these bosses. They're tricky. I'm gonna heal up because you never know what you're gonna get hit by. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so a lot of times they just scream around to do nothing whatsoever, like right there. Where am I? Oh goodness. Let's heal up. In his face. Get a nice visceral. You could probably, I think you could charge an R2 and then still get the visceral. If you kind of stay like in front of him, he's not really much of a threat, you know? Oh goodness. It's kind of hard for me to tell what's going on. Hold on, let me back up a bit. I cannot tell what's happening. Oh, I dodged. The timing is a little tricky for a lot of these, so don't be alarmed if like you miss the timing for stuff. Sometimes it's a little rough. You have to be very strict in this game. You know, it's a typical fashion for a Soulsborne game. Oh. Okay, he's doing the grab move. That move is bad. I almost got caught by it because I was charging the R2 attack. Oh, I just realized his health. It's almost dead. I want to do a major grab move. That could have killed me, so we're just gonna be very careful here. And just kill him. There you go. Good stuff, my boy. Joy. Alright, not even bad. Sword Hunter's badge. So yeah, some of these bosses get really intense later. See, that one wasn't too bad. That's one of like the easier bosses. We're just gonna go through the game normally even after beating him. We have a couple of souls that we can just go and ahead and level up. Actually, why don't we do that? So we have 9,000 souls. See that little arrow at the top right? Those are your souls. Well, they're called blood echoes in this game. I call them souls because I'm used to Dark Souls. And souls and echoes, they're the same thing basically. And they count as your currency in the game, which allows you to buy things in the shop. They also count as your level up material. Oh, there's something down there we can get. Oops, sorry, I skipped through some of her stuff. But now the doll is awoken.
You will hunt beasts, and I will be here for you.
Oh, so she'll be here for us.
Your sickly spirit.
Okay, so you can talk to her. And
speak with German?
I thought she said, "Do you speak German?" I read that so wrong. So German is the guy in the wheelchair. We'll see him in a minute.
Unseen in the dreaming world. Still, he stays here, in this dream. Such is his purpose.
Such is his purpose. Damn. Well, we'll go over that in a little bit too. Well, in a lot of bit probably, but we'll see.
Become your strength. Let me stand close. Now shut your eyes.
Sometimes I feel like this doll's coming on to me. Anyway, so we're gonna work on leveling up all of this stuff. So we're gonna focus on skill. Actually, we're not gonna do completely skill. We're gonna work on some vitality too. So these are the two stats that I'm gonna focus on for maybe the whole game, basically.
Good hunter.
Well, there's another one actually.
May you find your worth in the waking
there's a reason for that. There's a build that I'm going for, and it requires a lot of skill. Let's see here. Accept this gift from the messengers. So if we, I'm gonna explain that a little bit. I was actually gonna say that. So we got a beckoning bell and a silencing blank. These are all for co-ops, right? Wait, what happened to my personal effects? You're my dogs. Oh, because I took it off. Okay. So here is where I normally put the PvP slash co-op stuff online. Put the beckoning bell there, the silencing black on the last slot, and this slot will have the small resonant bell, which you can buy for 1 insight at the shop. So we get the old hunter bell. I actually don't remember what that does. So there's a guy in the wheelchair. We'll talk to him a little bit. So there's the inside shop. Before, in a previous patch, you require 10 insight, which is the eyeball there on the top right. That's insight. I'm gonna have to go into deeper meaning for what insight does later, but for right now, I can tell you that insight is kind of like, imagine like the lens of truth from Zelda. Imagine that, but like it stacks on itself. Like imagine the lens of truth had different depths and layers of like truth revealance. You know what I mean? Like you see more shit. Like, oh, I see things. You know what I'm saying? Like you've been on drugs or something. You've been on that LSD or something. You know what I'm saying? Like you have. Not that I know, this is just shit that I've heard. But like you see things with this insight. You see things. It's like kind of like the counterpart to humanity in Dark Souls, except it's a little different because it has a different effect in the game. So we're gonna buy the small resonant bell, and we're gonna be visiting the shop quite a bit in the game as we defeat hunters slash defeat things, and you know, gravitate towards more important items to upgrade our weapons and stuff like that. So. Here's Gurman. Gurman's doing the wheelchair, as you can see. He's got a fucked up leg.
Welcome to the hunter's dream. This will be your home for now. I am Gehrman, friend to you hunters.
Man, I hate the way they talk so fucking slow in this game. Just yo, like, come on, man.
Don't think too hard about.
Don't take your time talking, y'all. I want to be in there and be out.
You beasts. It's for your own good. You know, it's just what hunters do. You'll get used to it.
Okay, so this guy, I don't know what triggers some of his like, we're gonna come back to him every now and again, but like there's a portion of the game where he just chills out in this special area right here, and he like, I don't think he's like somewhere over here, I think, or I don't remember, but he's and he has some special dialogue, and I don't really know how to trigger that. I've only encountered it one time, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, this is the stump messenger. When you get special items in the game, you can actually come here and equip those items, and then you know the save points that you get to, like the lamps, the messengers that appear, will have a special decoration to them based on what you've selected there. So it's a nice little just aesthetical thing. You know, it's just for decor. So this is the DLC tombstone. When we get access to a DLC and beat a certain boss, we'll be able to access it. I do plan on doing DLC in this game. I probably should have mentioned that too in the first episode. But I do plan on doing DLC. I'm not sure about Chalice dungeons yet. I want to do them, but they take absurdly long. And I'm not too well versed at them. Like I haven't done research on them, so going into that it's like less confident for me. But we'll see. We'll see where it goes. If it has enough votes, I might be able to do it. Anyway, here's the storage where you can put items in. So like, let's say I wanted to put 1 blood vial. I can go and you know, take out 1 blood vial or whatever. So yeah, it's oops, not really. Show storage, show inventory. Huh. Wait a minute. Unable to retrieve. Okay, cool. So I do have 20 there. Fine. So yeah, it's you can deposit and withdraw things in there. So it's pretty dope. You can put weapons you're not gonna ever use there, stuff like that. This will be the place where you can repair your weapons for blood echoes, and you can also fortify weapons. Like let's say I wanted to get those 3 blood shards that I have to put my saw cleaver at a +1. Well, I'm not gonna do that because I'm saving them for my major weapon that I'm gonna get in the game. But yeah, you can come here and do stuff. So that's the cool thing about it. This is the memory altar, which will allow you to have a, you know, equip runes. So we need a rune workshop tool for this. We'll get somewhere later in the game. So here's another special message from the messengers. It says, to escape this dreadful hunter's dream, halt the source of the spreading scourge of beasts, lest the night carry on forever. So this is a very cryptic message, but has deep meaning later on when we actually, you'll see it. When we beat a certain boss, things will just be different, and I'm gonna explain all that stuff as well as I understand it. Anyway, I could be completely wrong, completely making shit up in my own head, but the way I see it, you know, this is how it is. Anyway, these are the ritual or chalice dungeons, so you can put a whole bunch of them down, and when we activate the short chalice dungeon, then eventually sooner or later you'll see like an actual material appear here that you can buy for like 10 insight, which will allow you to do the short chalice dungeon, which is that first beginning one. But yeah, as for right now, that's all of the, yeah, those are all the changes that we see here. So we're just gonna carry on with the game. We've got a couple levels in there. We got some vitality in. So vitality is our HP. We're gonna want a lot of that. I recently did a run, well, in my main file that I have in this one, in this playthrough, or sorry, the main playthrough that I have, not the LP one. I did a full 100% like skill run, and I was using this weapon that I have right now throughout the whole game, and it's not really a skill-based weapon. It is kind of like a strength / skill-based weapon, but it has very bad scaling with them, and on top of that, the scale is even worse when you don't upgrade the weapons, so that's kind of like a messed up factor. Alright, come on, man. This guy's a little crap on me. Alright, let's go parry this imba. Get that shit out of here. He's a weak ass shit. Bronson. Get that shit out of here, Bronson. Blood vial. So, okay, we're gonna have another encounter with our favorite friends, the Lycans. Alright, so this guy, you want to drop something, bro? Nah? Okay, he wasn't feeling it. Yo, Pebbles? Fruity Pebbles. Let's go. Barney, my Pebbles! Oh no, they're both aggroed. Oh no! I'm hoping one of them will come in. Oh god, not both. Alright, let's back up a bit. Okay, come on. Who's your major attack? There you go. Come on, nigga. Okay, I suck. Get out of the corner. My boy. This is so stupid. Finally, I get one of them. Alright, finally, they're both freaking dead. That took hella bullets. Welcome to why I need to use bullets a lot in this game. Because it just kills things very, very quickly. But anyway, now we've finished this section. Let's go ahead and unlock the pathway that leads to the sewers. We can meet another NPC there. You might recognize this area because it's the place where I dropped down to from below. From up there, which is where the women were cackling and like, oh, poor you, you're stuck out here in the night of the hunt, blah, blah. So we dropped down to this area. So now we're here. We can kind of like sort of explore some things. Alright, so let's go ahead and kill these two. I kill these dogs because they like to come out their cage and just cause hella destruction and mayhem and chaos. But I make sure that they never get a chance to do that because, you know, you can't mess around with dogs in games. Y'all know, y'all play Resident Evil. Y'all know how beast dogs are in this game? It's crazy, dude. It's crazy out here in these streets. Yo, but let us cleanse these vile streets, man. That did not happen. You did not see me miss right there. Oh, NPC that automatically talks to us without us doing anything. Whoa. Do we know of any safe places? We can tell her no, because we don't know anything right now.
Shutting up indoors isn't always enough. Well, if you once had got off your arse, you wouldn't be in this mess.
Lol.
You're obligated you here.
One of these entitled bitches, huh?
So what the be?
What a brat.
You couldn't tell me you're not.
Nah, fuck off.
Should have known. You're good for nothing. No respect for the elderly is what that.
Uh-huh. So every time that I come through here, I have to have the most patience in the world to stay my hand from attacking this door or slaying her whenever I see her. But later on, we'll be able to actually take her out of this domain and put her into a safer place. So we're not gonna do anything right now. We're just gonna ignore her and all her annoying ramblings. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna ignore all that stuff, and we'll come back here later. So you can come down here and fight things, but I prefer not to do that because the enemies can be a little dangerous. So I come up to the side here and I start to cut these things down over here. A bunch of shit around here that you can knock off. This is when I use this R2 thing, because hitting these things normally is very frustrating. More Mountain Dews. But if you actually use this, you can cut things off really easily without needing to do too much effort. So there you go, man. That's why I use that. Anyway, we come over here, we meet our first NPC hunter. Her name's Eileen the Crow. You can form a covenant with her, and covenants, I'll explain them later. And you get like special, what do you call them? Special gestures from NPCs if you talk to them and stuff like that, and help them out with their quests. So with her, she has a pretty interesting quest line and has very good items to get from that quest line. So even though I can kill her right now, I am not going to do that. She is a bit of a tough hunter. She's very aggressive. You can exploit her by, if you want to, you can actually lead her into this area. I discovered this joint myself when I was playing through the game. Like, I actually got her in here once. I was fighting her. I think she had like hit me while I was trying to like get through the door. I got clipped here, and then like I was like, oh crap, I'm stuck. And I rolled out, came through here, she was stuck. So you just like basically just R2 her the whole time, and then you back off because she actually can still attack you. It's more like a reflexive attack because she's getting attacked. She throws out a hit or two, so you just have to back off and then rinse repeat. She'll never come out of there. Alternatively, if you hit her and then run through this gate right here or the door, you can come over here. I think this little like passage right here or something like that, or you can like go here or something. No, that's not it. You can go over here, yes. So you can come here. And then as she's walking through or coming here, when she's close enough, she'll throw out an attack and she'll fall down. And you want her to basically fall to the bottommost place. If she does, she basically just dies after you get a couple hits on her. So the idea is you go up to her, you do one of these charge R2 moves, then you do it again. Well, you do it the first time, then you talk to her, right? You get her items, you do it again. Oh shit! You do it again for the visceral, like this. Boom, and then you eviscerate her, and that aggroes her. Then you do what I said. You lead her over there and let her fall down. So, yeah. Anyway, let's talk to her and become her friend.
A hunter, are you? And an outsider?
Too bad I can't see her voice. See her voice really. See her face a little closer.
And tonight of all nights, here to welcome the new hunter. Prepare yourself for the worst. There are no humans left. They're all flesh-hungry beasts now.
So, if you do fight her and she kills you, she says something really interesting about, or as you try to, like, damage her, she'll say something very interesting that leads to, like, some hints about the nature of the hunter's dream. The place that you go to when you die, or when you, I guess when you teleport through the lamp.
Unnerved by a few beasts.
Unnerved by a few beasts.
No matter. Without fear in our hearts, we're a little different from the beasts themselves.
I don't think that's true because some beasts are afraid of fire. So anyway, shake off cape. We can basically like get rid of this annoying looking shit right here and put this in, and then nice, right? Nice. That nice. Anyway, so
still doing here?
we go in here.
Enough trembling in your boots. A hunter
A
must
hunter
hunt.
must hunt. Well, she's laying it on thick. It's true. You gotta hunt. You can't be all pussy and shit and be a hunter. Can't do that. Two is we're gonna come down here. Get hurt a lot. Heal up. Grab some items like the Mountain Dews. And I'm gonna go see if I could kill this guy over here because he's a big pain in the ass, especially for later on. Something I want to do later. In fact, it's so much a pain in the ass that I'm gonna go over here and kill these motherfuckers over here too. Oh goodness. Okay, good. I made him attack, so that's good. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Attack this motherfucker. Die. Alright. Now I'm free to do things. There we go. Good stuff. Now we're free to do things. Okay. Good joints. Good joints. There's one area I need to go to, and that's oh whoa. Goodness, what's wrong with me? Make sure this guy doesn't see us. I believe it's on the other side, but I'm gonna drop down to this area right here. I'm gonna grab me one of the items that is down here. These rats are really aggressive right here, so just try to kite them and lead them here. Alright, grab this item. Bloodstone Shards, these are really good items. And then I'm gonna... where is that motherfucker? Just kill him. Alright, grab this Madman's Knowledge. So basically, these things give insight. I'll show you. You use one, and then your insight meter goes up by 1. There's another item of its caliber later on called the Great One's Wisdom, and they give you about 2. Well, actually, they give you exactly 2, not about. But they give you 2 insight. So the reason they're important is because insight, now I can talk about it, insight more or less increases the difficulty of the game. So the more insight you have, the harder the enemies are, because in fact the enemies do have different movesets, not really movesets, but their moves are a little bit different. They're altered moves. Well, whatever. I can't seem to parry him right now, so I'm just gonna beat the shit out of him. But yeah, the insight will actually change the look of the moves of the opponents. You'll see some of it later. They become more, I guess you'll see them more. They'll be more evident. It's like 3 fucking assholes right here. Alright, last one here. Good stuff. Grab this weapon, the Saw Spear. We'll put this thing on. Even though it has less power, I think it's just a better weapon because it scales better with your skill, and that's what we have mainly is a skill build. So we're just gonna put that on and ignore the like 5 difference in power, because that's really not that important in the grand scheme of things. So we got a couple things that we need to do, right? I'm gonna go up here. There's an area over here in the sewers, very easy to miss, but it leads up to something very important and something that's gonna help us out in a future boss. It's an item that we need, and it's also a bit of a quest line that we can follow, albeit it's a very sad quest. Over here is the second Madman's Knowledge of this area. These are the easiest 2 to get. And one thing I actually neglected to mention was that the Madman's Knowledge is very good for early game, because in order to level up in the first place, you need 1 insight. And the reason why is because the 1 insight that you have, think of it this way. It's like, oh, I already mentioned it. Yeah, the Lens of Truth thing. It's like being able to see things that are like different in the game. You're able to see them. You know what I'm saying? Like it's as though you just gain magical powers, right? Like you can all of a sudden see ghosts and see dolls moving around. So that's what's going on. You can see the doll moving, and you have all this access to whatever else is in the game. So you can talk to the doll, and you can level up, and you can see the messengers give you these special items, stuff like that. So it's basically what it is. Wretched outsider. Man, fuck off. Oh yeah? So he says the same thing again. Yeah, so yeah, I haven't messed around too much with all the NPCs. Like, I need to come back and... Whoa. Oh yeah, you can attack, and then you can kick. But be careful. If you deplete your stamina, you basically just fall off. And depending on how high you fall off from, it could mean death or severe injury. So you have to be careful there. Anyway, right here, very cool shortcut. You can unlock the gates, and at least that one area where the big dude was at pounding at the door, or at the gates. Yeah, it leads back to this area. Now here, we have to talk to someone.
I don't know your voice, but I know that
I don't know your voice, but I know that smell.
It's really look for my mum. Daddy never came back from the hunt, and she went to find him, but now she's gone too. I'm all alone and scared.
Aw, so yeah, we gotta find the girl's mother. We'll say that.
Oh, thank you.
We'll say that we'll find the girl's moms.
The red jeweled brooch.
Remember that. A red jeweled brooch.
You won't miss it.
Yeah, you really can't miss it. So we'll keep that in mind. Keep that in mind.
This music box.
So we got a tiny music box.
Plays one of Daddy's favourite songs. And when Daddy forgets us, we play it for him so he remembers. Mum's so silly and I'm off without it.
So she said when Daddy forgets us. So I don't know if that's some kind of schizophrenia, some Alzheimer's, anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Early signs of dementia. It could be something else entirely. In fact, I'm gonna give you my theory when we get there.
My mum wears a red.
But there you go.
Oh, and it is.
So we're gonna put the music box over here. I always put it in this area. Oops, I missed it. So put it there. Actually, in fact, let's put the small resonant bell here. So I always put that there. Now in this area, it doesn't matter what else you put here. Oh, actually, in fact, I put the notebook in this area, and I leave this slot either empty or I put something very specific here. No, I don't actually. I put the bold hunter's mark here, and then I leave that here. Okay, this is my setup. Okay, that's how I usually do it. So anyway, let's go back down the way we came. So if we play the music box, place this tune. It says it's her father's favorite song, or one of them. So it's actually very bizarre to me. Ooh, actually, before I get into that, let me point something out here. I never know what the hell this is. I don't know what's going on over there, or like where this area is actually at. I've never known. If anyone knows, can you please tell me? Cause like I don't know how you can get in there, and it just looks really interesting. It almost looks like there's an item there, but that's actually the lamp that's attached to like the gates, like these gates right here. So yeah, someone tell me if there's anything important there or anything I can miss. I'm not sure. I don't think there's anything there. I've never been able to get there. So anyway, back to what we were talking about. So the little girl says her mom was clumsy and forgot the music box. So I'm gonna explain to you what that means in a little bit. Burn the shit out of these niggas. I don't really bother fighting them. I just like kind of burn some and then grab the item and then I run. I don't bother with these guys. These guys hit kind of hard for being weaklings and stuff like that. So I killed this guy though. Anyway, grab the Bloodstone Shard and we are out of there, bro. Alright, so now we can go up this way, which unlocks the, you might notice there's something over there in the hallway, but we'll get to that later. So we come over here, which unlocks the shortcut if you so desire it, which we're going to do that in case of any like imminent death. There's a spot that I can actually die in. So just interacting with the shortcut will unlock it forever. So you can just like step on it and then hop on out. I'm going back down because I got a bone to pick with this dinosaur over here. Alright, so fun fact, this is not a dinosaur, this is actually a boar. But I always call it a dinosaur because that's what I thought it was when I first saw it. So this guy's really easy, just do one of these, eviscerate him. Easy. Getting behind him is very simple. the thing, people always die to them because they trigger him. They trigger this guy's attack because when he snorts or like screams or whatever in the beginning, it means that he's aware of your presence. Saw Hunter badge, nice. So he's aware of your presence, right? So what that means is he's gonna come after you if you keep distance. But if you get closer, you trigger the next set of his moveset. You know, so that's at that point you just have to get behind him, which is very simple because this moveset is quite linear. Or if you're next to him and he roars, you can just get behind him for free and have enough time to charge and then eviscerate him. Anyway, let's go through some of the items that we just got. So let's go ahead and check some of them out. What do we got? Saw Hunter badge. Let's check him out. Oh, it's square. So a badge crafted long ago at the workshop attests to one's prowess as a hunter of beasts. The workshop is gone, and no group recognizes this meaningless badge except the messengers in the bath who understand its profundity. Certain things can only be entrusted with a hunter in possession of this badge, or so they believe. Interesting. So they say at the workshop. What workshop are they talking about? Surely not the one that we go to when we, you know, visit the lamps, right? Couldn't be, right? So here's the Sword Hunter badge. One of the badges crafted by the Healing Church. The silver sword is a symbol of a church hunter. Ludwig was the first of many Healing Church hunters to come, many of whom were clerics. As it was, clerics transform into the most hideous beasts. So something to keep in mind of. So this guy, Ludwig, huh? He, if I remember right, he was like one of the founding people of the certain faction of the church. So the church is very strange. The church, the origins of the church. Oh goodness, how do I get into this? There's a lot of factions within the church. It was one united church that divided. At first was 2 sections, and then it split up into like 5 other sections or something like that, or 3 major ones, and then they had like subsections to them. So it's basically like there's 5 of them. Anyway, so here we go. There's a death trap right here. You don't want to fall down this. Instead, there's a secret path over here that we can follow, which will take us to a... It's kind of cheating, but it's like the back way to an area that's otherwise a little bit tough to deal with for beginners because it's a long bridge with enemies and a death trap waiting to, you know, hit you. You know, you ever watch some Indiana Jones movie? This will make some sense to you. So we get to watch this destroy the hell out of things. That's very surprising. This guy usually gets hit by that fireball and then dies. Or not dies, but he gets like really low on health. So instead of actually dealing with these the normal way, like we can go through this bridge and then... Whoa! Did you see that? That guy didn't die. So we can go through the bridge normally. But instead, we just go through the back way and bypass all of that. Much easier. We can just reap our benefits. And there you go. So, but what I do normally, these guys, I just like kind of weave between them, and the guy that lights the fireball, I just like kind of chill right here. The guy never hits you, so you can kind of run through it. It's no problem whatsoever. So this is where I can die here if I mess this thing up. So I just have to walk up carefully, eviscerate one of them, and the other guy's cake. Once he's alone, you know. That's a big swing. Yeah, these two together is a pretty devastating combination. Not bad, not even bad, bro. So there's Bold Hunter's Mark. So using this item, I already put it up. So you basically can reawaken, which means you just go back to the lamp. You keep your blood echoes, which is, you know, again, your experience meter in the game. Instead of like having to, you can use this other item. It's called the Hunter's Mark, which you sacrifice all of them, but you awaken, and it's a repeatable item. Or you could just use this item, which will take you there without any penalty except for the usage of one of them. So it's really your choice. Anyway, we're about to go into our next boss. Very curious creature. Ooh. Yikes. Alright, my dude, I think the guy's dead. I think he's dead, bro. You can stop swinging. This nigga's fucking crazy, dude. But yo, you got the hat. You got a sick ass belt. You got a cool ass scarf. Yikes. Hot breath. Ugh. Or maybe it's cold. Who knows? I can't see anything. So if you use this this move right here, this actually staggers him. Why is that? Why does it stagger him? Oh wow, this guy can kind of hurt you. All right, hold on a minute. Yo, my boy, let me play my music. That's the wrong item. Yeah, just trying to play my music. There we go. That's all I want to do. I just wanted to show it off once. So this is a strategy you can use versus him. Or you can kind of like parry him. Like this. That's a bad demonstration of that. Okay. Don't even pay attention to me right now. There we go. There's one. You just rinse, repeat over and over again. I used to think this guy was one of the hardest fights, but he's actually not. You can still parry the beast form. What? Where are you? Where are you locked on? Did I just die to this guy? Where my parry? My parries are not on point today. I'm sorry guys, that was quite fraudulent of me. My mistake. Oh, goodness. I suck. You know what I'm saying? I don't deserve any kind of, you know, just unsubscribe. It's alright guys, it happens. This game is actually known for going horrifically wrong if you do something pretty dumb or something. I don't know. It's kind of like the Bloodborne, well, the Soulsborne curse. You mess up one thing, the whole thing goes to shit. Like, you mess up one thing, I don't know if it's a psychological thing, you're just like, I don't know, I wasn't panicking there. But, it's just kind of a thing that happens. Like, you just kind of are like, uh-oh, now everything's just falling apart. Like, what's happening? What's going on? Why is all the things just shifts in the opponent's momentum? So you notice the doll's not here anymore. Where did she go? So sometimes she'll be over here praying to the DLC statue, sorry, tombstone for some reason.
Home, good hunter. What is it you...
So yeah, no, we can't level up or do nothing. So Gurman's still here. Alright, so sometimes the doll moves. I'll tell you right now, Gurman does move from time to time. There's a time of the game where he does do it. I need to figure out when that is because I want to show it off to you guys in the chat. Because it's going to segue into something very important that I want to show off later in the game. It's very pertinent for the DLC, in fact. Something that I made an observation that I thought was pretty interesting. I don't know who else has caught it, but I definitely recognized it immediately. So, we'll see. Anyway, man, long loading times be damned. Yo, Kirkhammer. Yeah, I should show that off soon. I should show that off. So the reason I came back here instead of the central bridge is because this actually is a closer area to where I need to be. On top of that, it is actually faster, and I can farm for things, you know, very important things, such as blood vials. So, easy money. There you go. It's alright if you trade with them because you can still get your blood vials back and all that stuff. What's important right now is I do one of these, do one of these, do one of these. I'm gonna go grab the 4 guaranteed Quicksilver bullets that the old dudes in the wheelchair drops. So we're gonna go ahead and do that real quick. Alright. Drop? No? Alright, watch this guys, watch this. Y'all like, oh, this is just a poor old man. Why you shoot him? Look, this guy, he's aggro. I didn't do nothing to him. All I did was walk up. He's like, get away from my lawn. Like, this guy's salty at you for some reason. Like, what are you salty for, dog? You don't like hunters? I thought we was doing you guys a favor. I thought people were like, It's your job. You got old niggas that are still salty at us for whatever reason. Did I sleep with your daughter? Like, yo, let me know, man. So there you go. Now we have unlocked the shortcut. Like I did say that I could probably die during this, but I usually never die at Gascoigne. So it's very, very bizarre that I did. Anyway, so what I like to do is I step on it and I let this go back up in case I do die again, or for any reason, any future visits, I just go through it like that, and that's basically what I do. Yeah, let me go over here so that I can kite these guys to come over here. Then I do this, then these things come in, and they're still facing straight, so they'll get hit. I'll get some EXP. I run to this direction, and whenever you die at a boss, you get this really cool little like white light that shows up here, or like a misty, foggy gate. So it's basically a really cool area. So you can just chill here for a bit. Actually, I'm gonna go grab my echoes. I don't know where the hell I died. Where did I die? Where did I die actually? I think I died over. Yep. Alright, come on. Let's fight, my boy. Easy money. If you wanted to, you could like get them in a vicious cycle here. It's pretty free, to be honest with you. I can't believe I died to him. Come on, man. Alright, stop it. Knock it off, bro. If I can't throw Molotovs at you, I'm just gonna parry you. This dude's annoying, dude. Just jumps around all the time. And you got the Odin Tomb Key, or as I call it, the Odeon Key. Whatever Odin, I just say Odeon. Fuck it, you know what I mean? Ooh, there's an item up there. Ooh, I want to get that. Here, let's go grab that real quick, guys. Let's go grab that real quicks, alright? What do you guys think about that? Good idea? Yes. We're gonna open the key with the Odeon. We're gonna open the key with the Odeon. Oh my god, guys. Slap me, please. We're gonna open the gate with the Odeon Tomb Key. Goodness, can I English today? Or ever. So, we're gonna come down here. And, oh, what's this? There's a woman that's dead. Yo, is that something red I see there? Oh, a red jeweled brooch? What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute, guys. So, we got a red jeweled brooch. A woman's bright red brooch engraved with the name Viola. Perhaps the jewel is a gift from a hunter, used to change into a droplet blood gem that fortifies any weapon. With the proper workshop tool, various weapons can be fortified. So that is a very beautiful looking bright red jeweled brooch, you know what I'm saying? So what I take it to understand is that this woman, who is undoubtedly the little girl's mother, came to search for the little girl's father. So by process of elimination and a bit of deductive reasoning, we can assume here or infer or make the conclusion that Father Gascoigne is indeed that little girl's father. Whoa! The boss that we just killed is the girl's father? Yo, this is fucked up. What are we gonna tell the little girl? So, fun fact, guys. If you actually, I think if you fight Father Gascoigne or something like that, or even before that, there's a portion of the game where you can basically summon Father Gascoigne to help you against the Cleric Beast. I think if you beat Gascoigne first and then do the Cleric Beast, you can actually trigger that to happen. I'm going to try and show you guys what I'm talking about. No, I can't anymore, actually. I can't. But if I ever do get a chance to show you in a future thing, I mean, I'll point out where the place is at where you normally can get him. I'm actually heading that direction right now. But yeah, you can actually use Father Gascoigne himself before you even encounter him, or after, I think. But you can basically fight the Cleric Beast that way by summoning him. And if you happen to do it if you go talk to the little girl with Father Gascoigne as your summon, you know, I don't think they the developers thought about this, but the little girl does not recognize him. So it's led some people to believe that Gascoigne was really not her true father, but in fact, you know, he is. So it's just something that developers didn't think about that the players would be able to exploit, but you actually can do that. So there's that. Anyway, let's go grab our well-deserved blood vials and climb up here. So we have a couple options in this quest line. We can give the little girl the red brooch, right? And we witness a very sad scene of her weeping for her mom. Or we can be monsters, which I'm going to do right now. We can smash open this big boy, right? Use the red jewel brooch to obtain a red blood gem. And I can talk to the little girl.
Still can't find my mum.
Still can't find my mom? No.
Okay.
It's okay, I can wait.
Mum knows I'm really brave, and you're very kind.
Why, no problem, no problem.
I'll be a good girl. I promise.
Okay. No problem, little girl. No problem. So basically, I can do that. And when I go back to the Cathedral Ward, let me show you. I probably could have done that first before coming back here. But I just thought I'd show you an option. You can give it to her, or you can willingly, you know, retain the information. You know, and that leads to a different quest line. All leads to, you know, essentially the same thing, which is something we'll witness in a little bit here. As time progresses through the game, we'll witness it. But right now, what I want to do is actually, I'm going to take the shortcut. Yeah, so basically you just run through. If you're far away, then it triggers a different attack. But you basically just want to get behind the pigs, or dinosaurs as I call them, and you just basically kill them. Yeah, easy. Very simple fights. And this is true throughout the entire game. All versions of these pigs are the same exact way. There's actually one pig that doesn't even move. You can get in front of it, behind it, it does not do a single thing. I think maybe in the recent patch they put it that way to give people free experience or something. He's like, I think it's supposed to be a drugged up pig or something. It's supposed to be on drugs or whatever. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, but that's basically what it is. Before we end the episode, let me go through, open up. Well, I opened up the gate, but let's go through the gate. And yeah, we're gonna go up to the top and see about the next area. Also, while grabbing a very important rune workshop tool. Not rune workshop tool. A very important workshop tool that is. It belongs to the. I forget what it is. I think it's the blood gem, like fortification. I don't even think. We'll see. We'll find out. It's right here in this chest. Blood gem workshop tool. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. So you can see there's a little library. Like, there's a lot of really cool looking libraries in this area, but some important information you can find here. So it says here, and remember this for later. The Birkenworth spider hides all manners of rituals and keeps our lost master from us. A terrible shame. It makes my head shudder uncontrollably. So, ooh, interesting. So there's a spider, and it's a Birkenworth spider? I don't know what the hell that means right now, right? Well, we'll figure out what all of that stuff means later. By the way, if any of you savvy Bloodborne players know of any things that I've missed, like papers or like details, stuff like that you want me to disclose or show off, that I can still probably show off, let me know, and I'll do my best to disclose that to the viewers. Anyway, let's move on to the Cathedral Ward, ladies and gentlemen. This door actually does lead to it, the place that was supposed to be shut off. There's a lot to discuss about this place, like lore-wise and you know, gameplay-wise, story-wise, etc. It's a beautiful place. I find this place to be extremely gorgeous and elegant, and it's one of my favorite places in this whole game. But it does have a very like eerie gong, not gong, sorry, a bell that gongs through the halls. So anyway, there's our first lamp right there, and we see a very mysterious figure here. So it's actually an NPC that we can talk to. So I call him a peddler because I don't really know what else he is.
A hunter? Very sorry. The incense must have masked your scent. Good, good. I've been waiting for one of your ilk. These hunts have everyone all locked up inside, waiting for it to end. It always does. Always has, you know. Since forever.
Since forever.
And nicely. Not this time. Even some folks hiding inside are going bad.
Yup.
Screams of women folk.
Women folk.
Blood,
Respect women.
None of them's too uncommon now.
Oh, we'll see plenty of feminists in this playthrough, folks.
But if you spot anyone
Believe you
with
me.
wits about 'em, tell them about this here Erden Chapel. They'll be safe here. The incense wards off the beasts. Spread the word. Tell them to come on over.
That's actually a very important clue that I just realized. It wards off the beast. That explains a lot about something that I didn't know before in my first playthrough. Okay, I'll go through that later. Remember that line. The incense wards off the beasts. Okay, I'm going to show you something really fucking crazy that almost caught me in my first playthrough. It catches a lot of people off guard though. And also we got these Q looking dudes. These guys look like Q from Street Fighter. And they're very creepy looking. Look at them. Look quite scary. They always point to you if you're far away. But you can parry them just like any other creature. And yeah, easy stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and grab these things right here. There's so much we can do in this area, but I'm running low on time and I'm pressed for time. So what we're gonna do, unfortunately, is only show off one extra thing here. So I'm gonna show this off. This is really cool. Check this out. See this top hat? Whoa, what is that blue light? Ooh, pretty. Oh, what's this? You see the outline of something? Oh, snap! Oh, snap! You died. Oh, shit, folks. What was that, right? So, a lot of new players get caught by that. They purposely put a really cheap death right there by letting you grab these cool items called the top hat and the messenger, whatever the hell. You know the set. What the top hat set is what I call it. You can go grab that. Even though we lost a lot of things here, you can just go ahead and get them back. So we're just gonna grab these real quick and then head on back over here and not worry about a thing and go level up and call it a episode because we've made it. No, we're not. Or no, we're not. I'm gonna come back here and I'm gonna go talk to the little girl, and then we'll call it an episode, guys. So it's been another hour-long video, so I can't keep making these an hour. I'm gonna. All right. Exception in this episode, 1 hour because it's still the beginning and we had a lot of fun. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of fun playing this. I could play this for hours and hours on end. This is like one of the few games that I think I can actually do that with. So we're just gonna keep leveling up our skill all the way, and we have cold blood dues, aka mountain dues, that we can just start spending and just grab a crap ton of EXP early on. So we're just gonna do that real quick. And then we're just gonna just use everything we have. Start leveling up.
Very well.
More skill. Alright, so let's go ahead and repair our weapon and then go talk to the little girl and we'll be done with it for now. Alright, let's go, dudes. Whoop. I think the fastest way to do this is to go through... yeah, the tomb. I suppose it's the best way for me to do it. Either way, it doesn't matter, but I think this has the least amount of enemies. It'd just be the easiest way overall. So yeah, we're just gonna go through it the normal way. We'll talk to the little girl, end the episode, and yeah, in the next episode we'll probably just continue on with the story. As we go along, I'll be able to show off more things like I'm gonna have an episode dedicated mainly to talking about the special items. What the fuck? Okay, the items and all that stuff, like reading the items descriptions. I don't want to have too much of one episode dedicated to it. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna like focus on it on one episode, but I after that point will decidedly add in more episodes where I put it in between. What am I to kill? Can I figure out what I'm trying to say? I'm basically trying to say that I'm going to talk about it more often, but I'm going to spread it evenly throughout all the episodes from here on out. But during one of the episodes, I want to basically go through all the items that I have and talk about them. Since in that episode, there's probably not going to be too much information or too much going on. So it'll be one of the slower episodes, but it'll be more lore-filled because I'll be able to talk about more things and stuff like that. Some might find it more boring, but I think it's necessary for what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, sure, people might not be interested, or people that already know the lore don't really need a course or whatever. But I feel like I need to explain it for posterity's sake, and that's just how I do things. You know what I'm saying? I like being slightly a bit of an informative Let's Player, but also while retaining a bit of goofiness and eccentricity, you know, and daffiness, you know, to my channel and being. But yeah, anyway, so let's go ahead and talk to the little girl one more time. Here we go. I like killing this guy. This guy's very fun to kill. Oh, lag. There we go. Easy money. See the ragdoll physics in this game? Very fun. So anyway, let's dude, please climb. My goodness. This controller's going bad real fast. Alright.
Helen is still... Oh, okay, but
Isn't there something I can do?
That is stuck out there.
So here we go.
You need to come and find them. What do you think, Mr. Hunter?
So you can tell her about the Odin Chapel, or the Odeon Chapel.
Okay.
So
Thank you, Mr. Hunter.
thank you, Mr.
I love you
Hunter.
almost as much as Mum and Dad. And Granddad.
Aw. You're welcome.
Thank you. I love you almost...
Damn, it gets me sad every time. I cry Everton. So basically we can come down here one last time. And actually we don't have time for that right now. Actually, it's about an hour into it. We're just gonna end it here. Next time we'll show off what all of this means. I'll probably be in a new location, so keep an eye out for that, guys. Thank you for watching. Appreciate all of the support and everything. So I appreciate if you guys are liking this little let's play I'm doing. Please, you know, of course, comment, rate, all that good stuff, and I will see you in the next one. Let's keep the discussions going, my friends, and happy hunting as always. Hunters rally. This lame ass fucking pose. See you guys later. Peace out and keep it styling, y'all.